Hi, this is Rochelle Green. Today is May 11th, 2019, and this is our week 1 video in Anatomy and Physiology 2, Biology 240, and it's on the endocrine system. So I'm going to show you how to digitally label a slide or a photo of a cell, whatever you need to label. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in because I don't think you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so hopefully this works. Sorry. I hope I don't do things the long way, but I'm going to show you how I do things. So initially I go to my LAPU email. So I click on there. That takes me into here. Sorry, it takes me into my inbox. Then I click on these little dots over here, and you want to click on this little triangle drive. And then that takes you over here to your drive. So then I like to use the Google Draw. I find it pretty easy to use, and I've gotten the hang of it at this point. So then you go down here to Google Drawings. So this part takes a minute to load usually. And then we are here in Google Drawings, or drawing. So then how I went about it is I went down here to my lab report assistant. I right click on, sorry, it's just taking its time. Right click on the photo and I copy it. And then I go back to the internet here and I right click into Google Draw and I paste it. So if I had already had this in my computer, I would just go to insert image from computer like that, and then you can get one of your files to bring into this program. So I like to make the picture a little bit bigger, and this one came out a little bit blurry, I don't know why. And then you can also crop up here if you don't want to use that entire thing. Make it a little bit smaller. And then you click off of it. And then what you want to do is, okay, click off that. Now we have our cropped photo. Take it up to the corner, the left-hand corner, and line it up. And then down here, oh, I guess I have to make it actually a little bit shorter. Yeah, so then you have to go down to this little triangle line thing, and you bring it in and crop it. So now this is your whole picture. So then we need to put in a text box. So up here is the T. You're gonna click on the T. You're gonna come down here and drag out a little box. So something I learned later on that was a little bit helpful, because sometimes it's hard to see things in the picture if you label everything black and it's dark picture. I like to make the background of the text box white. And then you have your text color over here if you wanted to get fancy. So we are labeling follicular epithelial cells. And you can make this text box bigger or smaller, and you can move it around. And then in order to point to what you're going to, you're going to come over here, and I like to use an arrow. And then it gives you the choice to put the arrow out from 4 different spots on your text box, essentially. You can't really just put it wherever. You have to choose one of those spots. So I'm just going to choose this one, drag it down, And there's my little arrow. So if you go back up here to the line color, you can change the line color to anything you want. If you want to make it white again, or if you want to make it black, it's totally up to you. And then this will give you a thicker line. So I usually go to about 3 times, and then that gives you a nice line. And I always click off and Control Z to get that little arrow off. So then you are all labeled. And the next thing we have to do for this one is I think the colloid. Right. Sorry, I was Googling things. I click back into my, colloid. So then we're gonna make another text box, and I'm gonna do it right over here and make it just a little bit bigger. I'm gonna fill the background with white, and then you double click back in the box, C-O-L-L-O-I-D, colloid. You can make this bigger by changing the font here. You can also make it bold so it stands out a little bit better. And move that back up over here. And I'm gonna grab another arrow and label the colloid. And I wanna make it thick again like I did in the last one. So now we have to save this. So we go up here to File, Download As, and I choose the JPEG. I click down here where it has been saved. Excuse me. I knew this was going to be a long video, and I'm sorry, and I didn't know another way around it. I definitely wasn't going to label all 3 of these slides because that will take a long time. So this usually takes a minute to load. So then I have to open with, I don't know why this program makes me do this. I have to open it with Microsoft Office Picture Manager. And then from here, I can copy and paste it into my Word document. If I don't do that last little step, it doesn't have the labels for some reason. So then I go back into the original Lab Report Assistant. I cut the original picture, and I'm gonna paste my new picture. See, it didn't work. Cut that one. And copy. And paste. There we go. So then it comes out really big, and you have to trim it down just by grabbing the borders and bringing them in, and then you get it as small as you want. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful.